It is quite windy out here today, boys and girls. Will we be able to make it, or will we get blown away by the wind? Florida weather is always questionable. At least we got sunshine today though, huh? Blue skies and sunshine, but a little bit of hurricane force winds. Welcome to the hunt, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good today. You guys ready to do some metal detecting out here with me? I've got the XP ORX out here with me with a little high frequency elliptical coil. I wish honestly XP would drop the price a little bit on this detector. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good machine, but you know, with all the other detectors on the market, I feel like they could be a little bit more competitive and drop the price a little bit on the ORX, especially since the Deus 2 came out, you know. But not too bad. What's going on, you guys? Let us try to dig up some signals today. I'm running pretty simple settings at the moment. 14 kilohertz. We might bump it up to a higher frequency, but stick to some simple settings today. I dropped my reactivity down to 2, which is basically your recovery speed on this machine. Sorry if I'm yelling into the mic. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Is it Jerry's birthday? Happy birthday to you, Jerry. Sorry I'm late. I thought I had a really good one around here somewhere. Please, where are you? It's not it. I had like a screaming high one around here. That might be it right there. A squeaker. Listen to that bad boy. 94 on the ID. Is there maybe 2 signals there? 95. Let's just get into the hunt. I told myself today I'm gonna try not to blab as much, and we're gonna try to maybe recover like a few more signals than we usually do. The live stream is kind of a hit or miss when it comes to targets. I feel like sometimes I talk just way too much, and that kind of limits the amount of signals I can get out of the ground. I gotta at least say what's up to you guys though. What's up, Jerry? Metal detecting on the spectrums in here. What's up, man? NV metal detecting. All right, let's see. Can we even recover this one signal? I think I was slightly off on the plug. That's kind of pathetic. With a little elliptical coil. There it is. Oh yeah. First signal on the live, not too bad, huh? An absolutely crusted quarter. No shine left to that bad boy, huh? I can just barely make out George there. I don't think it's gonna be silver. What's up, Leo? Leon? Wait, let's make sure it's not silver, I guess. Silver quarter for our first signal of the day. Scratch off some of that date on there. It's kind of shiny underneath there, you never know, just in case. No, okay, I see the copper edge. I don't know about the date. Spending too much time trying to get the date off of these coins out here in the field, man. Save a little bit of time and just dig up a couple more signals. NV metal detecting says it's not the Deus, it's the Deus's little brother, the XP ORX. I did want to, I'm not affiliated like with any metal detecting companies. What's up, Julie? What's up, Larry? Yeah, what did I want to say real quick? So as far as I'm aware, XP, they came out with the XP Deus before they came out with the XP ORX, right? I'm just kind of blabbing just for a quick second here. That one sounds like butt. Let's dig it up anyways. Let's dig it up anyways. Anyways, long story short, the XP came out with the XP Deus before they came out with the XP ORX, and I'm fairly certain that they released the XP ORX with the small elliptical coil. I don't think they ever released it solely for the XP Deus. They actually released an entirely new machine to kind of introduce the high frequency elliptical coil. If I'm wrong about that, please correct me, because I'm not 100% sure. I have a feeling XP is going to do something similar with the Deus 2. They're not just going to release a small coil for the Deus 2. I bet you they're going to release like some type of a simplified version of the XP Deus 2. Not the XP Deus 2 Lite, of course. I just said today I'm gonna try to dig up signals and not blab, but listen to me already. I'm freaking blabbing up a storm. All right, this one's in the plug at least. Anyways, my thought process is I bet you XP is gonna release something similar to the ORX. And that's how they're gonna kind of reveal like a smaller coil for the Deus 2. I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I have zero affiliation with the company. I'm just kind of, you know, that's just my thought process. That was a little piece of aluminum right there. Try to get into something better. Anyways, I'm running coin fast out here in this field. I do have the little elliptical coil on, so I don't know how it's gonna treat us, but we're gonna try to dig up some. What's up, Dennis? What's going on, Bob Eulalie? Treasure hunting legends in here too. Find me some jewelry, says Julie. That was almost a tongue twister. I gotta find Julie some jewelry. This one's a 6162, sounds kind of crisp. Anyways, I don't know. Who knows if that's actually gonna be true, but from my knowledge, I don't think XP has any like public plans to release a smaller coil, so that was kind of just my thought process. I bet you they got something in the works. Metal Detecting CZ says you can adjust the frequency with the XP Deus 1, I think, from 54 to 80. Not sure if the Orcs can do that. Yeah, it can with the high frequency coil. I think it's the same with the XP Deus. You have to have the high frequency coil to be able to change it to that high of a frequency. I think this ORX goes up to like 80 kilohertz, which for the average man probably isn't going to be, you know, too useful, but Jerry says, hit me up if you want. What's up, Jerry? It says another moderator just handled this. I don't know what happened. Anyways, there's a pull tab. But yeah, that's kind of just my thought process. Who knows if it's true or not. But the ability to run a very high frequency is kind of limited, I feel like, to the XP machines. I mean, what other metal detector can you think of that runs higher than 40 frequency or 40 kilohertz? There might be some specialized gold machines out there, but let's just listen for a second for something crisp. Happy hunting to you, Dwayne. NV says, yeah, gonna have to quiz Merrill, the ambassador. I think Merrill just got himself a huge care package from XP. The ORX does have some good tones. I don't know if you guys can hear me through this wind. That one sounds broken though, right? Listen to it. Very scratchy tone there. Let's dig it to confirm it's junk, but it's kind of a scratchy signal there. Let's see what we're working with. Hopefully you guys are doing good today. Hopefully you're in good spirits. What's happening, Jerry? Ooh, Bob was out there yesterday in the snow. That's what I like to hear, Bob. Getting out there, no excuse. What's up, Bab? It says, Ayo, Bab arrived to the building. What's up, Bab? This is a pull tab. Pull tabus maximus. What's up, Snipe? Snipe says, is it deep, this detector? I think you can adjust the settings to make it pretty deep. If you lower the reactivity, definitely got a chance to go pretty dang deep with this little elliptical coil. I have it on 2 out of 3 reactivity, which is like a little bit higher than the middle ground. I might be able to turn this reactivity down a little bit more even. I'm out in kind of an open field. Sounds like a coin. I like it. Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm not like sponsored by any metal detecting companies. I really like this XP ORX, but I feel like there's just, honestly, unless you want to run a really high frequency or unless you want like the lightweight ability of the machine, there's kind of some probably better options out there for the price. I almost wish they could bring this ORX down to like 400 bucks. That's probably impossible, but I just feel like this detector hasn't sold that well, probably because it's not marketed very well, but also because the price is just a little bit too high, I feel. Like this ORX, you can't even adjust the volume on it, you know? They need to at least hit it with another update. It just could be so much better of a machine, I feel. It's not bad, but it's just compared to what other companies offer for this price range. It's got a few benefits, like I said, the high frequency coil, and it's just so freaking light, but I wish you could kind of change the tone set on it, and I really wish there was at least a volume adjust for the dang thing. Like that was, I feel like that's kind of dumb that they didn't add a volume adjustment, but I think they kind of did it on purpose. Because if you get the XP ORX, you might feel like you're missing something and you might want the Deus, you know? I don't know if that was planned or what, but I feel like that's kind of the benefit of me not being sponsored by any metal detecting company. I can just blab, whether what I'm saying is true or not. I'm not putting it out to be true. I'm just kind of like blabbing, you know? My curiosity is getting the best of me. What's up, Jonathan? It says, out of all the detectors you have, which is your go-to model? Honestly, probably right now, I think it's probably the Legend, honestly. Like I was just mentioning, the Legend is one of those machines that it just offers a lot for the price. You know, you have a lot of like tone options, you got good depth, you have, you know, the ability to change your frequencies to 40 kilohertz, multi-frequency. It's probably just my preferred detector right now, I think. The coils are actually available for the machine. What's up, Rachel? Rachel's Adventures is in the building. Nice to see you. Dennis is saying, where I live, Bob, in Ohio, nobody goes outside, so there are no fresh drops. Yeah, that would be a a bit of a pickle. Nobody even goes outside where you are, Dennis? Let's keep digging, try to get through the pull tabs. I think I'm still looking for a ring in this field. I was out here like maybe a week or two ago. I found kind of like an interesting token out here. Solid 60. I don't know if any of you guys were with me. It was one of those say no to drugs, crack kills. Crack kills token out in this field. Never know what else could come out. Yeah, John says Deus 2 is too expensive for the money. John says Deus 1 has no volume adjustments either. I don't believe. Oh, I hope the Deus 1 has volume adjustment. Really hope the Deus 1. There's a nickel. A nickel to pull us out of this pickle. Somebody said that they watched the videos for the coin, so I kind of want to get you the date. I think that one's in 1986. But sometimes out here, the coins just come out so toasted. It's like, it's hard to tell, you know? Joe says, I just got a permission for a site that the house, just lost your message, was built over 200 years ago and was the center of a ghost town, and no one's ever detected it before. Sounds like a kind of exciting spot to detect. Whoop, there goes my hat. It's a windy day. There she blows down the field. Now we at least have a goal. We can walk towards the hat. My hat has blown off my head like that before and literally landed right next to a wheat penny. So maybe this is the magic hat. NV says, I've seen a few ORX for sale used, but they were like the Garrett AT Pro detectors that owners think they are worth the brand new price. Yeah, that's a shame. I think you can get the XP ORX new for like 550 bucks right now, which isn't too bad. Pretty crisp 78. I just wish that the price could come down a little bit more. I know that they just lowered the price on their XP pinpointers. So if you guys have been looking for a pinpointer, the XP pinpointers are pretty good. You get the XP MI4, I think, for 89 bucks right now. So that's a pretty good dang price. Please give us that ring. It's a coin. It's a zinc. Stinking zinc. Julie says it's not coming back. Sometimes when it lays flat like that, it stops, you know, it stops rolling. I'm not trying to fight the hat today. I'll just let it blow off. I don't care. Something faint right there. One thing I notice sometimes, if you get like a really faint signal on the XP-ORX, it doesn't give you a target ID. So that's kind of a lacking feature. I feel like anything that beeps should at least give you a little bit of a target ID on it, you know? Should we dig that one up? It sounds small. It doesn't have any target ID on it. Curiosity on this one. Check it out real quick. Oh, Mikey said too, I saw Mikey's comment. He said if I drop down on a target that I need to dig it out. So let's try to recover this one. I committed for it, which I probably shouldn't have. It's in the plug. Wait a second, it's right here. What's this? Small. Powerful machine, but what is it, you ask? I do not know. Piece of assorted mystery metal right there. Bob says there's a Wheatie under that hat. Hopefully. That'd be the magic hat, man. Dennis says I just got me a dash for a pinpointer. Comes Friday. Nice, Dennis. No way. Joe, you own the Deus One and you cannot adjust the volume on the Deus One either? That's so dumb. I feel like that's not... I don't know. Maybe it's to save the performance. I don't really know what the purpose of that would be. You spend $600-800 on a machine. You think the least they would give you is the ability to adjust your volume. Might be something big here too, maybe. I don't know. Let's investigate it. Doesn't sound too hot. It's in some sugar sand at least. Should be an easy dig. What do we got? What's this? Pull tab? Seriously. Okay, crusted pull tab. Oh, I just saw Rachel says, looking at your nice weather out there is giving me a fever. We've got snow. We've got Florida snow, right? Sugar sand. Sometimes people say that about like the Florida beaches when you get on that really white, that puffy, powdery white sand. That's Florida snow for you. All right, we're on the pull tabs. Is that another pull tab right next to that one? I think 62, 63 on this these XP machines. I think that's nickel range. So definitely if I'm looking for the gold rings, I should at least keep open-minded to those ones. What's that? Crusted. In this field though, I don't think I've ever seen pull tabs get this like damaged. I mean, it's just a pull tab, but this field really takes the life out of those pull tabs. Dwayne says I want to get the Legend if I'm going to put the $500. That's my next purchase. Yeah, see, I think you're right. I think like in most cases, if you put the XP-ORX right next to the Legend and you ask a normal person like what's better for the value, I think the Legend would come out on top most of the time. Unless you're like in a specified area, I think this XP-ORX was kind of designed for like gold nugget hunting. And obviously relic hunting and stuff too, but so ORX is definitely kind of a specialized machine, you know? The ability to run a frequency up to 80. It's great for gold. I feel like this machine would probably take the legend when it comes to like gold prospecting, if you're looking for like little tiny flakes of gold and whatnot. But the problem is most people aren't doing that. And realistically, a super high frequency, I feel like, is only useful for so much. I mean, it can be fun to experiment with, but there's another nickel right there. I would say if like somebody came to me and said, hey, I lost a gold stud earring, a tiny gold earring out in the middle of this field, I would probably choose the XP ORX to try to find it. I feel like the ORX would have like the best chance with a super high frequency, but I'm just blabbing. Todd says Old Milwaukee. Please don't curse me, Todd. Not the Old Milwaukee. All right, we're on the nickels. Yeah, Silver says, what's this machine doing that my much cheaper Xterra or Simplex can't? And for the most part, like I was just mentioning, in an average environment like this, it's not really gonna do much more. I mean, if you got like shoulder issues, you could argue this will allow you to swing for longer. But yeah, for the most part, like, you know, unless you're hunting in a specialized environment like a gold field where you're literally looking for gold nuggets, Simplex is probably going to get the job done just about as much as this detector right here. Listen to me, XP, please just drop the price on this detector. I mean, especially now with like the Xterra Pro coming in at like less than $300, that's just, I feel like that Xterra Pro is kind of the new king of budget detectors. Whoops. Xterra Pro doesn't play around for the price. Joe says Deus 1 on high frequency, it's great for jewelry and kiddie parks. It's a jewelry magnet. Yeah, and I've seen actually Paystreak in a few instances. He's run like the XP Deus with a really high frequency in playgrounds, and him and his friends have actually pulled like some deep gold bracelets and gold chains that I really think a machine running 15 kilohertz wouldn't have responded to. Like, I'm still a beginner metal detector and I'm still kind of learning, but I know frequencies is one of the important factors for hitting on like specific metals or specific like sized items. So a high frequency could possibly unlock an area that seems dead. It could bring that area back to life. At least aluminum signals, you know? Because a high frequency loves aluminum. It's kind of one problem with the high frequency. What's up, Hot Mess? Ooh, Presley says, got my legend in yesterday, was impressed. This one sounds kind of scratchy. Guys, hear like the variation in the tone though? It's kind of just one sound, but it's kind of crispy. I don't know, she's kind of crispy. A little bit of Rice Krispie, snap, crackle, and pop down in there. I said at the beginning of this video I would try to talk less. How has that worked out for me? I may have been talking more. Everyone likes a little something different though. This one's deeper. You're out of your mind. Pull tab. Yeah, Hot Messes, I'm jealous of your non-snowy ground. I just heard on the radio on the way over here, the weather has been kind of questionable when it comes to Florida. I'm not really in South Florida, I'm kind of Central Florida, so we get a little bit cold. I mean, probably not what you would consider cold, but Sometimes we get down into like the 40s and the 30s. We've been high 40s the last couple of days. But I just heard on the radio coming over here, we're gonna have a couple beach day weather days. So the weather is definitely, it fluctuates quite a lot down here. Look at that, coin popped right out. Always so beautiful when you don't even need the pinpointer. It's a zinc though. Zinc penny. That's all she was. Alrighty then. Yeah, and with this metal detector too, you don't have to, like how I have it in my hand right now, that's not a necessity. This metal detector is really similar to the Deus, where it's wireless, you know? And if you want to put the coil in the water, the coil is waterproof, but you need to run one of those wires, you know? One of those little thin wires, which isn't the best, but I like this detector because it's freaking lightweight. Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna be able to take that thing off of there. Anyways, yeah, you can usually put this machine right here. Like there's this little thing, I think I might have super glued that on there, dumb, like an idiot. Just give me a 36 on the ID. Anyways, what's up, Miami Detecting? Says, hi Austin, I love your banter. Dwayne says, don't mind the talking. It's like taking a class on metal detecting. But your teacher is really just a beginner metal detector himself, or beginner metal detector user. I guess I've technically been metal detecting like 4 or 5 years now, but I really still consider myself pretty much a beginner. There's always still so much to learn, you know? See how though when I took this out of the case, it actually got louder. So that's kind of the volume adjustment that this machine has. I used to put a vinyl sticker on the back of the speaker right there just to quiet it down a little bit. But hear that tone? It sounds scratchy. I feel like I could learn a lot with this ORX. I gotta use this thing more often. Hopefully no one coming out in this field. Seems like there's nothing but pull tabs out here. Got somebody with their dog. Hopefully we're good. Hot Mess says, why does it sound crunchy? I've heard a couple people talk about the ORX having some of the most like advanced tones that they have ever heard, and I haven't really experienced that because I think this ORX is technically a 3-tone machine, so it'll give you like a sound for iron. I could be wrong, I'm blabbing again, but I think it's like a 3 or a 5-tone machine. I think it gives you like a sound for iron, a sound for like pull tabs and aluminum, and then a high signal for coins and whatnot, you know, high conductive signals. But I think it has a little bit of like, oh, ZZ, that's a good deal for the ORX. 340 plus the MI6 pinpointer, that's a really good deal. What's up, metal detecting northern Wisconsin? Anyways, what was I just saying? It's only a 3-tone machine, but within those 3 tones, I feel like it's got like a good amount of variation in the tones, you know? Like a couple of these pull tabs sound what we describe as crunchy. You know, these pull tabs don't sound good. But the nickels, on the other hand, I think the nickels are a little bit cleaner. So, I don't know, still a lot to learn. Pay attention to the tones, I think, more than the ID. But listen to this one too. It's got like a spittiness to it, right? It's got like a crunchiness. Let's keep digging. I want to make sure that all these crunchy tones are actually garbage and it's not calling like a gold ring crunchy, but imagine the ability to identify a pull tab by the crunchiness of it, you know? That would be quite nice, actually. Oh, but look at this one. This one was a coin. To be fair, it's a crunchy coin. I think it's a zinc penny, but yeah, ZZ says three-tone machine. Yeah, zinc penny was a little bit crunchy. Hot Mess says I have my Legend on 60 tones. Yeah, I like the ability of the Legend to just be able to adjust the tone sets, honestly. I feel like that's a good feature. Whoa, there goes my hat again. Just the ability to give you like different tones if you want it. My hat has blown down the block again. Bobby Lely says that's a pop top. Almost. John says I don't like that. The crunchiness of it. See if there's anything underneath the hat. No, why did you forsake me? Whoops. I haven't really meandered too far over to this side of the field. I don't know if there's really any activity over here. Yeah, Bobby Lely says 65 to 80 for zinc pennies. Could be the crustiness of it though, Bob. A lot of my detectors do that. So again, this is one thing I don't like about this detector, is it doesn't always give you an ID. Like, is that just aluminum or what is that? It's scratchy. Maybe it's just not dense enough. Maybe if it was gold, it would give me an ID. I don't know. I don't know enough about this detector. Whoa, come on. Sheboygan is very popular, says Bobby Lately. Sheboygan. Where the heck is this? It's in the plug. What's this? What is this? What the heck is this? I don't know what it is. Oh, it actually, I think it's a hair clip. It's a piece to a hair clip. It's got the spring in there. Some junk. What's up, Mikey? You missed me committing to a signal, because I did read the comment that you left me. You said, if I get down on a signal, commit to it. So I committed to one because of you today. Got a couple coins though, no jewelry yet. Metal Detecting Wisconsin says no ID is so or small. Okay. Hot Mess says holy heat wave, it's 42 degrees. I think it's probably like 60s right now in Florida. All right, let's check around this spot just for a minute. I don't know if there's gonna be many signals. We'll turn around if there's nothing over here. Sounds okay, I guess. A little bit scratchy. It's a 91 on the target ID. Just give us something spicy for the live, please. Couple inches down. It's a coin. Can you guys see anything? It's got the reeded edge, so it's a dime, and it's orange, so it's not silver. It's a modern dime. Perfect. Bob Ulele says we're finally above freezing today. What's up, Hamza? Or Hamza. He says, have you been detecting in Europe? I would like to, but so far just the United States, unfortunately. A lot of junk and not too much history. I mean, we got history, don't get me wrong, but not too much history, especially where I am. ZZ says there is a problem with, there is a problem with the ORX or the coil. You have to be careful when you lower the battery onto the shaft. It will pop the top off the battery, then it goes down the shaft inside. Huh. I super glued the top back on. So far, so good. Good tip, ZZ. I do know that at least these batteries are pretty easy to replace. I think they're like 30 bucks or something for a new battery for your coil, so that's not too bad. Just in case anything happens, you can easily replace them yourself. Definitely in a pretty clean portion of the field, but just checking it out. Never really been over here. I'm echoing on the wall. Presley says, what would you rate the Simplex Lite for a $200 price? What rating system do you want? I would say like the Simplex Lite for $200. I think the only real detector, well, that I have used, there's a lot of other detectors in that price range, but I feel like the only other detector that is like worth considering at that price range is the Xterra Pro. And maybe like the MindLab Vanquish, maybe the Quest, but I've never used a Quest, so Simplex Lite is a solid machine for 200 bucks. It's simple. If you like simple, Simplex Lite is perfect. All right, this one's gonna be deeper. A little bit deeper. I like the Simplex Lite because it comes stock with the elliptical coil. Maybe not everyone likes that about it, but like that is a great benefit to me. Look at this little guy. Another coin. One thing I don't like about this field is you can never identify the coins that come out. 1 to 10, I'll give it like an 8, I think. I give the Simplex Lite an 8. I wish that park mode had a little bit more oomph behind it. This thing actually looks kind of toasted. What do we got? Do we have another wheat scent? ZZ says the tones are progressive. The static you hear is falsing from iron or in or around the target. Good info, man. I think it's a memorial on the back. Toasty. What's going on, Toe Jam? That reminds me of an old school Sega game, Toe Jam and Earl. A lot of you guys probably never played it, but Sega Genesis, Toe Jam and Earl was my jam. Somebody told me to stop punching my plugs down too. I should probably work on that. I need to just stomp them down. See you later, Rachel. Uh-oh, hat in an anthill. It's not good. In a freaking anthill. Seems like quite a few people come out in this field with their dogs too. I'm always seeing people walking their dogs around here. Have you guys ever metal detected or considered metal detecting in a dog park before? There's one kind of close around me that I've considered, but it's kind of grimy in there, you know? There's a lot of dog mines laying around. But I feel like a dog park could be actually a pretty good spot to detect. Could be wrong. All right, let's meander out of this part of the field, I think. Joe says static can also be from the halo effect. Yeah, all these signals seem to be a little bit crunchy, except for the coins. Coins sound good. So maybe a nice honking ring would sound really solid too. Get up on it real quick. Toe Jam, I'm not running headphones with the machine right now, but you do have the ability to. pretty close to the top. It's right there. Little circular piece of metal. What is it? I think it's a Chinese coin. I don't know what it is. Circular piece of metal. ZZ says, something you have to understand, you can't really discriminate each target individually. 8K all day says, I like the ORX and found some great stuff, but just had a few things I didn't like. Yeah, exactly. I like the XP ORX too, but there's a couple things that just, I wish, like, I just wish it had a little bit more, right? It's a great tone right there though. On the left hand swing, no static, but on the right hand swing, a little bit of static. It's weird how it does that. I think it's a pretty good machine. I'd say if you can get it like open box like ZZ got, he paid like 360 bucks and it came with a pinpointer. That's a good deal. Okay, let's get back up on it real quick. I think it's going to be a little bit towards me over here in the wall. Screamer. Another kind of deep coin. I guess I got to keep an eye out for wheat scents though out in this field. I pulled a couple Wheaties, so you never know. This silver dream could be alive out here. This ain't it. Alicia says, our dog park hasn't been open a year yet. I'm thinking there isn't much there to find, but you never know. Yeah, there's something in there to find, that's for sure. Toe jam, I honestly, in most cases when I run this setup, I'm really only holding the box in front of the camera for you guys so you guys can see it. I probably wouldn't even run it on the shaft. I would run it like on my chest. I wouldn't even look at the IDs with this detector. I realistically would probably just go off of tones. That's kind of how I like using this metal detector. That's kind of the benefit I feel like of this detector too. One of the benefits is just you can shed weight off of it, you know, which no other machine has the ability to do that. Yeah, like I said, just kind of holding it here so you guys can see it, give you a good visual. I would either have it here on the shaft or just, like I said, in a little case, like on my chest mount. That's how I like running the XP Deus 2 at the beach too. For me, the Deus 2, it's a good performing machine, but again, the reason I like it is just the ability to take the control box off of the metal detector. I know that sounds weird, but literally, it can make your metal detector a lot lighter. And if you've ever swung for like hours and hours at a time, like 6, 8 hours, you know that the weight of your metal detector can kind of determine how much longer you can go. I mean, if you're a freaking Chad, a Giga Chad, and you're ripped, yeah, I mean, a pound off of your detector probably ain't gonna matter much, but for a little pleb like me, I got the little noodle arms, man. A lightweight machine feels amazing. ZZ, you hold it in your hand too? It's pretty cool. Bab says he's in the MineLab Xterra Pro gang. Xterra Pro is a good machine, I can't even lie. Like, compared to the Equinox, yeah, the Equinox takes the win, but the Xterra Pro is less than $300, man. And it's waterproof. They definitely have something going on with that little detector. But then even the Vanquish though, I still like the Vanquish. I know I'm blabbing, but I feel like the Vanquish still has its place. Come on, deeper. Down in there. Whew, my hat just blew off again. That one is another, what's this? I think it's another dime. Sorry I can't get you guys much off of it. You just have to trust me. Maybe a copper penny again. I don't even think a brush would do much out here. It's a coin. Joe says, when you swing an XP machine, you will love how light and easy it is. I never get tired of swinging it. I think that's the best feature, you know? While the Legend, I think some of the best features are the ability to really hone it into how you like the machine. One of the best features about the XP machines is just that. Just how like simple and lightweight it is, you know? There ain't a whole lot to it. Toe Jam says the guy I go with has a D2 and he loves it. Toe Jam's got the Simplex. How you liking the Simplex, Toe Jam? What's going on, Lady Green Eyes? Says, good morning, Austin. I like how your screen come off. I wish more detectors did that. It would make it lighter. Exactly right, lady. Lady Green Eyes hit the nail on the head. Like even the Simplex, I wish the Legend could do that. I guess even if it had to stay tethered to the wire, because I just recently bought a Tesoro, 1989 Tesoro metal detector. And even the Tesoro from 1989 has the ability to take the control box off. To be fair, the Tesoro is probably like 6 pounds, but you can take that control box off and attach it to your belt. Even though you're still tethered to a wire, which makes it a little bit questionable. There's a cocoon, I think, of something. What have I found? That's like an egg. Anyways, I'm still blabbing, sorry. I gotta learn to not talk so much. It's my weak point. Another coin. 8K all day says XTP is great but needs an update, which it will never see. Yeah, I think it's, I really think it's kind of designed like that. If the Xterra Pro was absolutely like stable on the target ID, and I don't know, I feel like why even have an Equinox? The Xterra Pro would pretty much be right up there with it. A benefit of the Equinox over the Xterra is like target stability a little bit, and you know, you have the actual multi-frequency, which some people have that the Xterra Pro might actually be running a multi-frequency in beach mode. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard people say that. For me, I was kind of surprised at how stable the Xterra Pro actually ran on the beach, considering it claims to only run 8 kilohertz frequency. What's up, Wayne? Northwestern Wisconsin says, I have a Deus 2, WS6, Legend, Apex, and am at Pro. They all find stuff. Yep. That's how I feel too. They all kind of have their benefits and weaknesses, but none of, in my opinion, none of them have the ability to just seek out a gold ring. You know, you still have to put in the effort of your own. Gold is still tough to find, in my opinion, with any metal detector. This one sounds small, probably foil. Give it a shot. Been digging up mostly coin signals so far. Take a risk at some of those foily ones, right? If I ever want my golden chain. Another kind of cool thing about this metal detector is look what you can do with it. Like Paystreak does this when he goes under tot lots and playgrounds. You can take this in your hand, and I mean, it doesn't work so good in this case, but I think it's right here in the plug. Let's try to just without our pinpointer, just give it a shot real quick with the coil alone, you know, see if it's possible. I'm gnarling my plug though. Never mind. I have a pinpointer, so you may as well use it. But yeah, it's kind of cool to be able to take it off to get in tough quarters if you're ever like in tough quarters. What other metal detector can you do this with, you know? All right, let's put it back on. Bob says can slaw. I think you're right. The odds are about 98% can slaw. 98.9%. It's in this little clump right here. Bob says some can slaw. Will my pinpointer even be able to register it? And Mikey now, I gotta dig it out because Mikey said I must commit. It's in this still? I think it's still in here, it's just tiny. Hot mess says I don't have the AccuPoint either. I was considering the AccuPoint like temporarily, but never went for it. It's in this clump. So dumb small. It's like, it's incredibly small. Pinpointer doesn't register it. Wait. It better be a gold chain. There it is. It's the top of a pull tab. That's pathetic. What's up, Joe? So the same here. I have the Deus 1, Deus 2 Legend, and Fisher Gold Bug. Love playing with my toys. At the end of the day, I think that's kind of what it is too, is like, it's just fun to experiment with the different metal detectors. All right, that was a waste of time on that. ZZ says copper wire. 8K says don't want a rechargeable pinpointer, rather just throw a new 9-volt in the carrot. Yeah, the carrot's still solid. All right, let's make our way back into the middle of the field again. It's a little bit dead over here. Listen for those crisp ones. Mikey says, yeah, we found the treasure. Woo, she's squeaker. That thing is loud as ever. I'm letting the whole neighborhood, I've got a nice one over here. For me, that's kind of important too, is like, my metal detector has to make me feel like I'm not a nuisance to the park. So when my metal detector is like blaring and I have no way to turn it down, sometimes I just don't feel as comfortable detecting, but I'm all right out here because there's really nobody else out here. But you know, if I'm at a park with a bunch of people, I'd kind of prefer my metal detector to be just a little bit more quiet, you know? A little more incognito. Yeah, Babs says possible dime or a quarter. What's up, Whiskey? Says, sup, you swingers. Don't forget to squeeze that like button. Appreciate you, Whiskey. Any of you guys give the video a thumbs up yet? That one's got to be a quarter just by the size and the ID. It's a quarter or a Spanish doubloon. Crusted quarter. Almost look like a bottle cap, huh, ZZ? There ain't no shine left in these coins out here. Been sitting in the ground for years. Extend the shaft a little bit. Cheshire says headphones. Yeah, headphones are good, but then for video creation's sake, like I was just using the Deus Lite. And I really like the Deus Lite because the difference is you use this same setup right here for the Deus Lite. You just don't use the ORX control box. You use the set of what they're called WS4 headphones. And I really like that setup because it actually unlocks the volume adjustment, and it unlocks like a lot more tones for your metal detector. But then I just made a video a couple of days ago with that setup, and people don't really like to watch it because you can't really hear the tones that well through the video, you know? Like for me out here, if I was out here without a camera, you know, I think it would be fine, but headphones for video creation's sake just isn't the best, I feel. People like to hear the sounds of the metal detector. They want to hear the beep. It's another quarter. Mikey says, I had a cheap pinpointer at first. It was horrible and can only detect about 1/2 inch. Yeah, my first pinpointer too was one of those cheap GP pointers from Amazon. I think they cost me like 20 bucks. See you later, NV. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, Mark, that's true. He says it draws more attention when not using headphones. That's why I like to try to keep my machine as quiet as possible while still being able to hear it, you know? So it's kind of a give and take. But out here, like I'm in an open field right now, and there's no one else out here with me, so it's kind of just me. I feel a little bit more comfortable with a blaring loud machine. Sounds good. Plenty of coins out here, but this field hasn't produced me too much jewelry. Still looking for the jewelry. $8K says put the adapter on the WS4 and cord it to a JBL Clip 4 speaker. Yeah, I was considering that. Does that actually work, 8K? So basically that gives you the ability to use the light setup of like the Deus or the Deus 2, but also have full audio. I also saw there's that metal detecting channel. I think his name is like Metal Detecting 24. He modified the WS Puck and he actually put a speaker, like he soldered a speaker to it. I thought that was a good idea, but I just haven't taken that challenge on yet. Bob Eulalie says, I wore the tip off my Amazon $20 pinpointer. Putting that baby to use, Bob. I used the $20 pinpointer for a while, and then for whatever reason, when I would like turn it upside down, it would just randomly start beeping. So even if there was no metal, it would just beep. That was kind of the determining factor when I got another one. Todd says, just got the Nokta pointer, doesn't have a place to hook a bungee cord. Oh, it's kind of a shame, Todd. I think I got the Nokta pointer for maybe my first or my second pinpointer. Is that a coin or a Milwaukee? What do you guys think? Is that a piece to a Milwaukee? Can't tell. Is it maybe a little bit bigger than a coin? Todd, this better not be an old Milwaukee. You've cursed me. Dig out a slightly bigger plug. Don't you dare. Gregory asked, do you ever go out alone without making a video? A lot of the times recently I try to bring my camera with me just in case I find something good, but there's a lot of cases where I still metal detect and I don't make a video out of the session. You know, for multiple reasons. If I don't feel like commentating as much, or what's that? Dude, what is that? Sounds coinish, sounds beer canish. What is this? I think it's a freaking, it's the front end off of like a tractor or something, I think. Is that what that is? It's like a front end loader or something. Is that what that is? Todd says Milwaukee Light. It's kind of cool. It actually looks like the, I don't know. I think that's off of like a toy tractor probably. Looks like the front end off of it. It's like a loader. Bottle Cap says, I would argue the XP MI4 is the best. Found the Garrett Carrot too unstable, and the XP's pitch tones make it faster to pinpoint a target. I think my personal opinion is I kind of agree with Bottle Cap. I like the tone a little bit better with the XP, just because I feel like it can get me on top of the target faster. Ooh, Terry says, a park I'd hunted 2 years ago. Not too long ago, gave up a 14K old class ring out of the field under some trees. That's what I'm talking about. Joe says, nothing but carrot, even bugs will tell you. Garrett Carrot's still solid too. In my opinion, I think the best two pinpointers probably right now are the Garrett Carrot and the XP, but I've never used the AccuPoint, so I can't really speak on the AccuPoint. Bob says, yeah, toy front loader. Yeah, Bab, I found my new digging tool. Miami says, I have the Carrot, then tried the MI4, but couldn't hear it well. Went to the AccuPoint, but I find that my Carrot can still find targets the AccuPoint misses. Joe says, I love my Garrett pinpointer, but I also love my XP MI6. What's up, Legend? I think Snipe is here. Snipe, you still in here? No target ID. I'm gonna skip that one, I think. Yeah, Toe Jam says Carrot is the OG that won't be beat, it seems. I think that's still what Garrett has, too. Oh, listen to that one. That one sounds like not very good. Does it? I don't know. Sounds loud. Maybe it's a zinc penny or something. Old Milwaukee. Garrett Carrot's still pretty strong. Oh, speaking of, yada! Still got my Garrett Carrot out here with me today. Still works. Here comes the wind. Mark says the pulse dive. It's a penny. Freaking zinc penny, Bobulele. Zinc penny. Oh, here comes the wind. Here comes the wind. Sorry about the lackluster stream, everybody. We do our best with what we've got out here. Listen to that one. That one sounds scratchy too. Cleaned up a little. Let's go for it. Go for the gold. Come on. 52.53. No gold yet in 2024, so I found at least, I think I found like a couple crusty rings so far, but no gold. Slightly off on this one. Uh-oh, is this, oh no. I was gonna say, is this the old Milwaukee? Pull tab. Kind of figured. Crusty tab. Let's keep going. Fluff them out a little bit. Just listen to that tone. It just sounds scrappy, kind of. But now it's cleaned up. I don't know, probably another pull tab. I'm digging every freaking pull tab out of this field. I'm still looking for a gold ring in this field. Still ain't found it. I might never find it, but if I want a chance, I gotta dig out the potential gold signals, I guess. It's usually my thought process. If there are still pull tabs in this field, the chance for a gold ring is still slightly there, I guess. Snipe says I'm off work today and tomorrow. Good to hear, Snipe. You got decent weather? You're gonna be able to get out there and do some detecting? Sounds like butt. Oh, maybe we'll switch it over to Goldfield. This machine does have one other set of tones, and I think it's similar to like, it's kind of similar to a pitch program, I think. Let me switch over the tone set. We'll just try it for at least a minute. Probably won't be you guys' favorite tones, but we're gonna try it. It's another coin. Getting the coins. Yeah, Joe says, come on, you have to dig the hole to get the gold. What's up, man? He says, howdy folks, been a while, work is slow, so I got off a half day. It's a dime. Another dime. Come on, pennies and dimes, they keep coming out. But all right, yeah, let's Gopher just reminded us. We got coin deep. There's a couple preset programs on this detector. We got user gold, which I think is a custom program I might have made. Let's just try Goldfield. It's 31 kilohertz right now. I'm gonna turn this IAR up, which I can't really explain to you what it means because I'm not familiar enough, but it deals with iron. Stick with 31 kilohertz right now, 2 reactivity, maybe 2.5. Now this is gonna sound different. This is gonna sound much different. Listen to this. Goldfield. This is for like if you're literally out looking for gold nuggets. This reminds me of the Tesoro. Sounds like you're like unzipping something. It's kind of a zippy tone, I guess. That's how you describe it. Bottle caps is bad weather here in the UK. I just saw Dig in here. What's up, Dig? Yeah, gotta dig 800 pull tabs to find the gold ring. This one I think is a coin. Okay. It's another possible quarter. Mark says that's a dime. Dig it. Close, but no cigar. It's a little bit better. It's got to be a quarter. Yep. It's a state quarter, I think. Can't see nothing on it. What's up, dude? W7. What's up, Ed? He says, finally I catch a live stream. What's going on, dude? You ain't missed too much, but we're going for the gold. Goldfield, 30 kilohertz. This setup loves can slaw and aluminum foil, though. Listen to the tone on that. What are your first impressions of Goldfield tones? Do you like them? A little interesting. Pull tab. Let's get on some signals, come on. Spent most of the day blabbing. Increase our recovery time. What's up, Logan? He says, hey guys. They're all a little crackly though. I don't think I need a ground balance. I'm pretty sure if you pump your coil like this, if your coil sounds off when it goes towards the ground or when you lift it up, you need a ground balance, but I think I got pretty neutral ground here, so tones are just sounding kind of scratchy. $95 says silver or bottle cap on top, says ZZ. Still looking for the silver coin. It's I think it's a zinc penny. That could explain the scratchiness. What's going on, Tracy? Logan says XPORX is a beautiful metal detector. I love it. I think I know what you're swinging, Logan. I like the XPORX though. Bobby Laley says, aren't you only 3 hours from the oldest city in the US, St. Augustine, Florida? Yeah, I think I'm pretty close to St. Augustine. Pull tab? What are you implying, Bobby Laley? Should I make a trip over there? I mentioned a couple videos ago, right now, a big reason why I keep hunting the same spot is because I have like a little bit of limited transportation right now. I'm working this year to get a slightly better car, and hopefully that will bring us to some slightly better locations. It'll at least give us the ability to go out a little bit further, you know? Right now I'm kind of limited, but I'm still getting out there. We're still trying, but Bobby Laley says, wait, so now the zinc range is 65 to 85? Yeah, the zinc range out in these fields, Bob, on any metal detector I use, the zinc range is just very out here, the lower they read. I think if I remember, I pulled out of this field on the Vanquish, it was reading a 1. Yards. Could be a gold chain. These are like, all right, I was gonna say guaranteed can slaw, but there's a stainless steel bolt. Some stainless. My 30 says, is this a new machine? I've had it for a little while. It's called the XPORX. Working pretty good for us out here today. What's up, cat? Toe jam. I'm hunting out in an open field. It used to be heavily used for sports, but it doesn't seem like people play sports out here too much anymore. Found a couple wheat pennies out here though, and I think actually last time I was out here on the other side of the field, I found one of those like wad cutter bullets. Wad cutter. I don't think they're too old, but still looking for a ring in this field. I feel like there's got to be one out here. There doesn't have to be, but with the amount of pull tabs and coins, nickel or tab? My 30, it's not too new actually. It's been out for a little while. It's just kind of an underrated metal detector. Not too many people have used it. This one, pull tab. Might honestly go walk over to the other side of the field. I have a lot more luck jewelry wise on the other side of the field. I've just been trying to keep open-minded to this side. That's it, dig it. Gold pendant. I wish. Are you guys still like in time with me? Like, are we still in sync, I want you to type tomato right now, and we'll see how long it takes for tomatoes to start showing up in the chat. Give me a tomato in the chat. Let's see how close we are to like live, if there's any delay on the stream. Bob's got a pull tab in the chat. Wayne says, hey Austin, keep your eye out for estate sales. I bought my grandson an awesome car with low mileage for a great price. Hey, I never considered estate sales. All right, so I think we got like a 15-second delay. The tomatoes are coming through. The tomato army. Tomato army. Freaking tomatoes going by like crazy. All right, I like it. I like it a lot. What do you guys think? Stick to Goldfield program or stay with the other set of tones? Go with like a coin program. Where's all the signals? Here's iron. That's the first iron tone I've heard today. I gotta go for that one. The first iron signal out in this field. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have went for that. It feels bigger than I thought. Why did I go for iron? He's insane. Snipe says, set my next live to low latency. I'll do that, Snipe. I found it. Oh, is that a railroad spike? What the heck is that? That's a massive iron spike. Is that like actually a railroad tie, or is that something different? I have found some iron. Iron doubloon. Bob, iron doubloon. That would be my luck, right? I pull out my best find on an iron signal. Was that a railroad tie? Joe says bump up the frequency to 70 kilohertz. Let's try it. You guys ready to dig up a couple pieces of foil? People, I think we're back though. Hopefully we're back. We lost 70 people. Ooh, spicy. I think we're on. Sorry about that, everybody. It wasn't even my battery that went dead that time. Just my connection dropped, I think. Now we know if this is the gold chain. I definitely planted it. Cue the Jeopardy music. All right, this is gonna be the how to expose treasure outdoors. If this is the gold signal, he surely planted it. What do we got? There it is. Conveniently placed right after the abrupt loss of signal. It's a piece of a can. Finally. Oh, we found it. Sorry about that, everybody. Abrupt loss in connection. What's up, Sub-Zero? One person for each kilohertz. Logan says, you are so energetic and happy when you find trash. I love it. It's kind of like, it's something you have to choose, you know? Either you choose to be upset when you find pull tabs and trash, or you find a way to accept them. You know what I mean? They're just a part of the hunt. Come on, 74 kilohertz. What do you got for us? I know there's some foil out here. Two reactivity. They're just so low. My odds have went down drastically. It's hard to say. I mean, it's actually really hard to say. Could be some fine stuff out here. Little tiny piece of slaw. Let me know when you guys are ready to bump up the frequency again. Ooh, that's shiny. It's shiny. Or bump down the frequency rather. That's a crumpled up piece of foil. Joe says, no matter, dig trash to get the cash. Sub-Zero says, can was planted. You guys caught me? I don't know about that one. See how the signal changes from Goldfield to Coin Fast. Here's Coin Fast. Is it a Milwaukee or is it a coin? Or a bottle cap? I don't know, it's scratchy. The ID's telling me maybe a quarter, but the tone is telling me maybe not. The tone's telling me I don't know. Harold says, wasn't it a guy in Scotland the one planting things? I used to watch him, so sad. Not really sure. I've heard a few controversial like people, but it's just hard to know for sure, so I never like will actually point any fingers, you know. He planted that. Who knows for sure? It's in the clump. There was a guy also out of Texas that actually was exposed for planting like rings and silver and stuff. I'm not really sure what happened with him, but it's another quarter. Definitely on the quarters today. Tracy says, hello from Blackpool, UK. Cliff says, come on all, let's give this video some thumbs up. Thank you for that, Cliff. Thanks for the support. That one is a Bombay hook. I think it's maybe a national park or something quarter. Bombay hook. My coins are sounding weird out here today. I don't know what the deal is. Back to Coin Fast right now, 14 kilohertz. Let's go Coin Fast. And oh, my coil's dying, I think. Don't tell me. My freaking coil's dying. That is another kind of downfall with these detectors. I could have swore I had like half bar battery when I left the house. To be fair, I didn't charge it before I came out here, but my coil is dying. Kat says, this is an awesome stream, educational and entertaining. Thanks, Kat. Detecting says, most plants you see in the shorts. Yeah, definitely, yeah. There's some specialized channels out there that do nothing but, you know, make entertainment, I guess you would say, but where's the integrity? All the integrity thrown out the window. Ain't no integrity left in this space. No, there's still a lot of real channels out there. And it really depends on location too, you know, like I can't expect to find a lot of good stuff in this field, but I don't know, eventually you'll find something good. ZZ says 74 kilohertz drains the battery fast. Is this a freaking Milwaukee? She's deep. Whatever she is, she's deep. A coin? It's a coin. Coin? Yeah, it's got a little reeded edge. Snipe asked, do you have a backup machine in the trunk? You bet your bottom dollar I do, Snipe. I think I have the Xterra Pro and the Apex, maybe? I still got the Apex in the trunk from a couple days ago. Dennis says all my videos are educational. Thanks, Dennis. It's a dime. I don't think I got the Simplex in the trunk right now, Toe Jam. I actually got the Simplex Lite on charge. I used all the juice out of that baby. Bob says $10 bounty floating around there for jewelry. Tracy says I would love to send you some. Are you talking to me, Tracy? Who are you talking to? Bob says, Austin, you need to get that 27 detector off Wish to try out. They got a 27 detector off of Wish. I don't know if any of you guys caught those couple of videos. Oh, there's a landmine. Careful. From a dog. Treasure laid from a dog. Yeah, I was mentioning, I don't know if any of you guys caught me using, I actually have a $28 metal detector. And the problem is, it was $28 when I bought it. But recently, I think I made like 2 or 3 videos with it. I looked up the price of that detector on Amazon and it's $90 now. They're trying to charge $90 for it. What's that? Please give me something. Oh wait, we might actually have something right here. We might actually have something that isn't frickin' can. What is this? I gotta clean it now. Toe Jam says, anybody watch Quarter Hoarder or the Hoover Boys? I kind of like Quarter Hoarder. Quarter Hoarder seems pretty cool. Ooh, what's that? I need a brush. I think it might actually be jewelry or something. Can you guys see it? It's bent over. Dang it. Let me see real quick. I know, John. Where's my toothbrush? I don't have it. I used to watch Hoover Boys before I got into detecting. I haven't really caught too many Hoover Boys episodes lately. What is that? Bob says an enameled pin. New Year. Oh, I think it's a Happy New Year thing. See you, New Year. Maybe from Disney World. Let me just try to bend it real quick. I want to be able to get an identifier off of it. It's the only thing we found today. I can't though, it's too rugged. I don't know. I'm betting on or something. Looks like it could be jewelry. Let me just bring you a close-up on it real quick. See if you guys can see anything off of it. Spit on it, says John. I don't know what the heck it is. Let's move on. I think it was maybe a pin like Bobby Laley said. It's like tinked by a lawnmower though. At least it's not can slaw. At least it's not can slaw. That's all I gotta say about that one. We've come closer to something. But I don't know. Yeah, like somebody just said, I'm betting on or something. Came close, but not close enough. I thought it was gonna be a ring there at first. Not quite a ring. My coil is literally on its way out. Yo, appreciate you, Bob. He came through. Even on the questionable jewelry. Appreciate it, man. Hot Mess says it looked like Mickey's feet upside down. I thought I saw something like World on there, so it might have been something to do with Disney World. A little Disney pin or something. This one's 95, 97. Probably a quarter again. Quarter's been coming out pretty good today. Yep, another quarter. Ain't no shine left to it. Just got the eagle on the back, so nothing too new, nothing too old. It's a 91. Yep, Bab says quarter coming up. Look right there too. It's kind of cool, the coin impression it leaves. That's where the quarter sat, right in the sand right there. Leaves like a colored impression. Okay, let's keep going. I guess we'll just keep detecting with the ORX until our battery dies. It's been treating us pretty good out here. Tracy says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it, Tracy. Who's skimping? Who ain't hit the thumbs up? I'm coming for you. Wherever you metal detect, I'm going to take my horde of pull tabs and I'm going to dump them right in your field. That would be the cruelest thing anyone could ever do. Take the collection of pull tabs I've acquired over the last 4 years. This one's iron. Go for the iron? I'll let you guys decide. Chill Sub-Zero says you and Paystreak should do a collab. It'd be interesting. We're pretty far from one another. This is in the 50s. It's in that pull tab range again. Yeah, Paystreak honestly was one of the channels that inspired me to start my own channel. Same with like the Aqua Chigger. I used to watch a lot of Aqua Chigger before I made my channel. Paystreak's just someone who, like, he just keeps it real, you know. Not everyone likes his style of content, but you gotta appreciate that he just keeps it like 100%. He doesn't really care what people think. He just goes out there and metal detects. He likes metal detecting. Oh, nice, Logan. Says I found my first ever ring yesterday. Trying to get on some locations like the Chig, man. Get on some old home sites or something. Screamer. Pull tab. Squared off top on that one. Hot Mess is saying, I did an eating competition with Paystreak. I beat him. It was 4 packs of ramen noodles. He started eating them with his hands. Yeah, that's a Paystreak move, all right. We call him around here Chef Super Streak or Chef Skid Mark, I think. We got love for the Paystreak, but his cooking videos are questionable at best. But it's just him being himself, you know. If he cared what people thought about him, he wouldn't be uploading cooking videos anymore. He's himself, and that's why I like the guy. He doesn't put on a filter for anybody. He doesn't care if you don't like his cooking videos. It's his channel and he does what he wants. He'd be making some odd combinations. Yeah, Quarter Hoarder gets some great permissions, you're right. Like, just metal detecting on a location like that, fines aside, would be awesome. It's like you feel like you're close to something when you're on an old spot. Like, I don't know, the tones are just really scratchy today. Listen to these tones. Just wanted to apologize about today's live stream. That time my battery went dead, so the first time my stream went out, the connection died, and now my battery's done, so. Well, I just replaced the battery, so we're good. I think we're back on. Son of a... I think we're good. Are we good? Yeah, planting all the quarters, planting the pull tabs. David says, gotta take a moment to put in some canned slag. Exactly right. All right, let's see what we planted under this one now. This one's scratchy as ever, 676. What did your boy Treasure Outdoors just plant under this hole? 78. Better not be a damn gold ring, that's all I gotta say. Let's see. We do though, we swapped out our battery though. I wasn't paying attention to my battery life. We got 99% battery left now, at least on my camera. We're still running kind of low on the XPORX. Bob Eulalie just said tomato. I hope you're not that far back, Bob. Bob just said tomato. Not sure what to think about this one. Is it deeper? Is it deeper? I just don't know. Am I off? I don't even know where the heck it is. Esteban says copper penny. Good guess. Welcome, Esteban. Try one more time. Gopher with a gold tooth. I like that guess. Let's just try a little bit more over here in the sidewall maybe. Might have to walk past the planted one. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. Oh no, but Mikey, I gotta commit to this. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I'm next to an anthill. Oh, we're on it. All right, it's almost out. Come on. Be something sweet. What the heck is that? Coin? More towards your knee. Harold says it's a deep beer can. I was starting to think that, Harold, but it is a coin. Slightly deeper coin on that one. She's round. I think it's a zinc. Detecting Blaine says I probably won't be able to do any live this coming spring summer, but I will have some land, beach, and in-water videos from Nova Scotia when I launch the channel. Heck yeah, it's some Nova Scotia detecting. I like it. I'm ready to go detect somewhere that's not the United States, honestly. I think that would be fun. XP's never gonna ship me over to France though, because I'm not gonna... No one's ever gonna ship me over anywhere because, like, I'm not sponsored by anybody. There's a 68 in there too. I'm gonna have to ship myself over to France if I ever want to get a chance to detect over there. Put myself on a banana boat or something and, you know, make my way over there. Bob says zinkin'. This one's probably another zinkin right here. Down averaged even more. Yep, sure was. Another zinkin. Logan says, at a park yesterday, I dug a hole for an hour only to find a rusty nail. Oh no, Logan. I don't want to know what your hole looked like after that. I hope it was clean. I hope it looked just like this. It probably looked like either like this or like that hole I dug with the Milwaukee can in it. That was a hideous hole. Uh-oh, Gregory says Nova Scotia government is not kind to detectorists. They better learn to be kind. $91. Starting to get into a couple more signals around here at least. They're all high though. Where's the gold signals? Is that it? No. Bob says you need to talk crap on Manticore for 3 months. Somebody will pick you up. This damn Manticore just ain't cutting it. No, I've never used a Manticore, so I don't know how she works. I heard I Dig Daytona says He actually got sent an XP Deus 2 from XP, but he still prefers his Manticore. And I'm pretty sure he bought his Manticore, so, you know, you gotta respect I Dig Daytona too, for just being honest. That one's a dime, Roosevelt dime. Rocky says, I'm smelling a 1987 coin. Dang, Rocky, you know how it sounds, huh? You got that magic identifying ability. Some slightly deeper ones in here too, I bet we can get to if we lower our reactivity down or higher our sensitivity. 2.5 reactivity, 95 sensitivity. It's not giving me an ID though. I think it's a high conductive signal. Maybe this is the deep Milwaukee. I hope not. Yeah, last year, 2023, I really didn't get up to the good beaches too much. I almost regret it, you know. I feel like my ring count would have been so much better if I would have just been able to get to those slightly bigger and better beaches. I made it a couple times, but I'm making it my goal. Hopefully, like, by March this year, you guys will be seeing some more, like, nice beach videos from me. I personally, I live about an hour and a half away from, like, the good beaches, so it's a little bit of a drive to get to them. Slightly deeper coin right there. Unfortunately, I think it's a zinc. Detecting Blaine says 5,000 documented shipwrecks here, and the land has been stomped by everything from Vikings to aliens. The problem with America is, like, I mean, you can find old locations that haven't been disturbed by modern, like, people. But, like, I found a couple older, like, home sites and locations, but the problem is they were used up into modern day. And here in America, I don't know how it is around the world, but people love to litter in America. People love to go back into woods and dump their freaking loads of trash for whatever reason. There's a Milwaukee, huh? Snipe says, this summer I will be comparing the Deus 2, Manticore, and Legend. Ooh, Snipe's getting into it. One ring, that's all I ask. One ring to rule them all. That ain't a ring. Close, I guess. Freaking Karashminer. Does it still work? We can put our rings around that. Some guys at the beach, when they hunt the beaches, they put their rings around these carabiners. Imagine finding a carabiner with like 5 rings on it. Somebody commented not too long ago that they put their rings in a pill bottle, like when they're at the beach, and their pill bottle floated up out of their pouch and they lost the pill bottle with the rings in it. Ooh, that would hurt. You know, you try to go that extra step to secure your load and then the freaking pill bottle just floats out of your pouch off into the ocean. Oh man, that would be quite unfortunate. Bab says, you like kissing frogs, don't you? Yeah, Bob says if there wasn't any trash, everybody would be hunting. That's true. Trash keeps things kind of competitive almost, or I like digging up trash. I mean, maybe not
entirely, but it's part of the hunt for me, you know? It's like, gotta dig up trash to make that ring actually feel good, because if you came out here and every item was a ring, it'd probably feel good for a while, but it'd probably get boring after a while. Rocky says that is clearly a 1987 carabiner. I identified it just by the amount of crust that was on it. Is that the ring? The golden ring? What's up, Archtops? Swilly Bill, what's up? He says, who's in here? You're in here, Swilly Bill. There's a pull tab. Old school variety. Okay. She's getting a little crackly. Pretty sure I'm in pull tab territory right here. Oh, Snipe just... What's Snipe saying? Snipe says, I was detecting at a middle school and found a whole key set in the soccer field. I wanted to go see if they unlocked the school doors, but my chat talked me out of it. Something small. Can slaw. Perfect. Wonderful. Just what I wanted to find. You know, that's what I look for, actually. You think that I look for gold rings? You're wrong. I look for can slaw. What's up, Paul Tabs? Irrelevant Canuck says platinum ring would work. I don't think I found a platinum ring yet. I'm still looking for a platinum. Yeah, Rocky, don't just hit that thumbs up. Gotta subscribe for 2-tier Milwaukee content. Top tier. What are we going for? This ground is defeating me. There's the Milwaukee. She sounds kind of big. Something different. We'll try it. Hope for a bangle bracelet. Be realistic and say probably Milwaukee can. This one might not pop. Some thick dirt. Come on. Yeah. This stuff is dense. Cutting the plug. Now pop the plug. She ain't gonna pop. Got a suction on this one or something. Try to pop it again. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Oh, that one was dense. Esteban says penny. I'm thinking like a can. Oh, I don't want to go for this one. I'm sorry, Mikey. I think this is going to be the one. This dirt is just too dense. Yeah. Yeah. The sound effects are starting to come out now. Hi-ya. Oh. All right, nope. It's either the treasure chest or an incredibly deep can, and I can't do it. Oh no, don't do it to me, Bob. He says, silver ring, do it. Bab says, if that's dense, you should feel my garden. I'm already 4 inches down and it was a screamer signal, so it's definitely something big. I don't think it's a silver ring, Bob, but you don't know until you dig it out. Are we going for another one of these 10-minute long digs right here? I'm not even registering it. Is it out of the plug? Oh no, it's next to the hole. How? It's next to the freaking hole. It doesn't sound that big, actually. 78. Sounds a little better than I was thinking. All right. Try to dig out a second plug right here. Don't make a huge mess. See if we can get it. Brother! All right, it's in the plug. Bob called the silver ring. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob! Bob! Just blame it on Bob. Bob! Why'd you do that? Freaking blame it on Bob. It's a piece of wire. I think it's a piece of fence wire. Oh, come on. David says old coin pouch. That's what I'm looking for, David. You got the right idea. It's a little piece of wire. Blame it on Bob. Bob. All right. I'm just kidding, Bob. That was a strong signal. Freaking fence wire. I hate it. I hate it with a vengeance. All right, you guys want to do some exploring or what? My coil's almost dead. Let's see. Zero says that's not a ring. Yeah, unfortunately not. Bab says that's a silver ring in an alternate universe. Yeah, Toe Jam, bend it. It could be a silver corroded ring or colored ring. You guys want to go into the death pit? Snake territory? Should we stick to the field? I don't know. Bob, go try a bank vault. I checked in this little area once. Let's just see for a second. I just want to try something a little bit different with me. Go in the nooks, the deep dark nooks. Oh! Been in here one other time, but I don't think this is the spot really to hunt, actually. Yeah, let's get out of here. There's a picnic table that's in some type of a swamp. This might be a sinkhole, but it might just be like a small like water collection area or something. There's literally a picnic table in there. Yeah, the nasty can catch. That's probably exactly what this is. I see some like aluminum cans over there. Maybe not this spot. Let's try to look for a different spot. Let's keep going. Adventures with Austin, says Bab. Kind of solid 44. Get off my coil. It's got to be can slaw. Doesn't have to be. I guess in this little area, man, it would kind of technically be like the sidelines of the field, because we got a huge open field out there, but then this is like where the tree line is. Yeah, no, I don't. I hate digging in roots, Bob. He says, do you like digging in roots? Piece of a can. What's up, Bill? Oh yeah, Swilly Bill. You came from Snipe, huh? Appreciate you, Snipe. How's the weather looking like where you're at today, Snipe? I forget, what state are you actually in? Are you in the state of Florida? Let's keep walking here for a second, maybe. Yeah, this is the area of tree roots too. Gets even louder if you turn the speaker around. Oh no. Oh, is that it? Just came out in one stab. It's a penny. It's a crusted penny. Yeah, Zero says pull out the fishing magnet. Bob says Monterey Magnet Man. Oh. Okay, under the tree line actually could be the play. This is, I think, like where the spectators hang out. This one should be close to the top. Coin. Oh, wait a second. We got something different. Oh yeah, we got something slightly different. Look at this bad boy. It's a coin. Get a little bit of that saliva on there. Okay, we got something here. Nothing too great, but check this out. Let me get you a close-up. Come here, little buddy. It's probably the best find of the day. Not quite. Crime Time's asking anything wrong with Monterey. I think Monterey is like pretty cool. I think he's got integrity. I don't think that he like plants his finds or anything. We got 100 pesos. What is that? Colombia. Colombia. That's what I'm talking about. Not quite a Sacagawea. It is a, it's Colombian something. What do they call this? Zero says, WTH, you didn't even dig for that. Yeah, that one was like pretty close to the top. It's a Republic de Colombia, 1995, 100 peso. Perfect. I mean, not too great, but not too bad, not too bad. Right underneath the tree right here too. Si, senor. Yeah, that one was literally like pretty much right on the top. Check around underneath this tree, see what else we've got. Can slaw? Let's try it. I think because there's roots here, stuff shouldn't be too deep. And if it is, I'm not going to be able to get it out. Here it is. It's a piece of slaw, I think. Yeah. Yep, piece of can slaw. Hot Mess says MMM is a great guy and not just saying that because he's my friend. Yeah, Monterey seems cool. He seems chill. $65. Like, look though. Look, there's like a burl, a root burl right here. Oh, it's right on top. Look at this. Holy crusty. Look at that penny. Holy moly. That's a cruster right there, boys and girls. That might be a doubloon. We're in crusty penny central over here. Pretty much just dig everything. 34, definitely, probably foil. Got the Colombian coin, never know. Okay, yeah, I like to find these actually. You find these at the beach, it's an aluminum seal. Like somebody was over here putting on sunscreen or something, you know? Aluminum seal. Pac-Man penny. Yeah, Bob says that Zinkin has some stories. It's been through many of rough places in its life. Some of these we're gonna try. There's no guarantee we're gonna be able to get them out. Like this one is like, I can't really dig down because there's so many roots right here. Like look at this, this is a root. Holy
Only crusty penny, Batman, says Zero. Yeah, this one, no response with my pinpointer, so I'm gonna save the struggle and just go for the ones on top right here, I think. What's up, Master Butcher? Good morning to you. I'm gonna be struggling trying to get underneath these roots right here. Here comes the wind. Try this one, but nah, I don't know. Come on. There it is, it popped right out. Another crusted penny, I think. Holy smokes. I mean, we can assume that's a penny, but that might be the Roman coin. Yeah, David says get the axe. Get the axe or the jackhammer, one of the two. We're gonna need it. Wayne says, oh, what does Wayne say? Wayne says, hey Austin, if you take the crusted pennies to the bank, do they give you full value? I have done it before, and what I've done was I rolled them up into a penny roll and I brought them into the bank and said that they were damaged. So, you know, if you got the time to roll up the pennies, they should take them. Yeah, just make sure that you let them know that, like, they're damaged, you know? And I'm pretty sure they send them back to the mint. Like, there's another one right there. Holy moly. Look at the color on it. Nothing too great. Toe Jam's asking, what's the oldest coin I have found? I'm not sure, Toe Jam. Honestly, I'm not really one of the people who finds too much old stuff, so not really sure. Oh, Dennis says my bank won't take damaged coins. You better tell him. They better. There's a 90 and a 70-71. You gotta tell them it's their fault for them being damaged, Dennis. It's the mint's fault. I gotta blow my nose soon. I'm dripping. I'm dripping, boys and girls. It's in the clump. Towards the top. Please, not another zinc penny. Oh, come on. I think it is. Miami says, I have the same problem finding relics and old items such as coins here in Miami, because any old place they would have such items considered historic and we can't dig there. Yep. Yeah, that's, I don't know what to do. I guess the best thing you can do is try to find like private property and get permission. But it seems that way. If you actually live in a historic town, in most cases they make metal detecting off limits, you know? You're not allowed to metal detect in this old historic home site, which is kind of a shame. But I guess they kind of want to preserve the history there, is my thought, but I don't know. David says 1911 Canadian nickel. Thing was the size of a dime. Probably another quarter. Give me a silver ring for Bob. Bob's got to be getting tired of these common finds. Come on, Bob. Silver ring, please. Got a lot of roots down in here. Oh, come on.
Can we get them out? Look how black this dirt is, though. This is like some garden soil right here. We have to take a 5-gallon bucket home with us. Grow some tomatoes. Come on. I hate roots. Roots are my enemy. Yeah, Miami says, I guess the balance is we live on the coast, so we have access to the beach. But boy, I'd love to get my hands on an older coin. Let's see. Still down there. Come on. Sorry if I'm missing a couple of you guys' chat too. Some of these tougher ones. It's out. Alright. Master Butcher says that it is, lol. Yeah, Bobby Lily says Haagen-Dazs is still locked up tight. No silver. No Taco Bell even. Haven't even found a ring. That's a quarter, definitely. Pointless to rub it down. It's a quarter. 25 cents. Zero says this must be the doubloon hidden deep under the roots and the dirt. That's gotta be the doubloon. We'll stomp that one down. Yeah, W7 EDM says, I'm waiting on a gold pendant. I've been waiting a while. Checking out the sidelines for a second. Never been over here before. We gotta pay attention too, my coil is like on its last leg, so if things start to get quiet here, my coil may have turned off. That one sounds horrible. Do I dig it? Ew! Snipe says, hit the thumbs up, everyone. Give this live a like and subscribe. Appreciate you, Snipe. Yeah, Bob, you're right. Since I've done decently on quarters today, I might be able to get me something off the value menu. Found like probably close to $2 in quarters. We got that Colombian coin. We got a little piece to an enamel pin. I hate digging right here. I don't understand. Why don't you pop? No. Oh my. I think it's just roots. Oh my, oh my. Calm down. This one sounded pretty bad. I really hope it ain't a deep zinc. I don't like this one. Alright guys, this is going to be the one signal today we skip by. The one signal we skip by is the one silver ring. It's probably my luck. You're staying in there. I'll get you out another day. That dirt is just not nice. Is this dirt any nicer? I think my main problem is that my digging tool is just getting a little bit dull. I think I need to just sharpen my hand digger a little bit. That could help. Yeah, Paul Ted says you'll have arms like Popeye. Keep digging out those challenging plugs. Screamer. Oh, it looks circular. What we got there? All right, that one I think is a nickel at least. At least it's not another crusted penny. Nickels are probably one of my favorite coins to find. I don't know why. They just come kind of rare. Jefferson. Yeah, Zero says that's an impressive soil, TBH. Got anything on this one? Don't think so. Alrighty then. Yeah, Bob Eulalie. At 16K subscribers, Austin will live detect with just a pinpointer dragging along the ground. The X-Find special, huh? I could probably at least find a couple of zinc pennies doing that. Maybe a couple pull tabs. We're not going to find anything cool and unique, but... Oh, just a nickel. Jerry says, hey Detector dude, thanks for helping me figure out how to do this stuff. Hey, appreciate the kind words, Jerry. It's a fun hobby. You just gotta learn. There's gonna be junk out there, no matter where you go. Even if you go to an old home site, you know, you're gonna have to get through that junk before you get on the good stuff. I think once you learn that, you'll probably have a decent time. As long as you know that junk is just part of the hobby, you're not really doing anything wrong. You're getting to the treasure. It's a process. Kissed Some Frog says, you've said you need to sharpen your digging tool in just about every video I've watched. It's getting duller and duller as I go. I actually have a crusty, rusty file. It's like a metal file, just a hand file that I tried to use on this hand digger tool, but it didn't work. I need like an angle grinder or something, I think. I don't know what I need. I need something. Like in some areas of the field, it feels good. I think that honestly, even sharpening my hand digger tool wouldn't really help when it comes to roots. I think you're gonna need a Predator Phoenix for that one, or a bigger shovel probably to make the root jobs easier. A root slayer possibly. But I don't know if you guys have heard me like talk about this before. At my local public parks, they don't want you to use a full-size shovel. It's kind of in like the metal detecting handbook that you're only supposed to use a little gardening trowel like this. So I try to respect the rule set, even though it's kind of a struggle. I would rather struggle digging holes and be allowed to do it than come out here and dig a couple easy holes with a big shovel and then metal detecting get banned. Then I won't be able to dig any holes with anything, you know? It's kind of just my thought process though. Sometimes the hand digger tool is easier than others. It's almost out. I hope you guys have been enjoying the live stream today though. Just a little bit of casual detecting. I said at the beginning of the video I was going to try not to blab so much, so sorry that didn't hold true. We've been blabbing quite often. It's almost out. Careful digging down in there with your bare hand. That's how you get poked. As he goes for it again. Feel something. What's this?
Something kind of heavy. Something different at least. It's not a coin, it's not a piece of aluminum. Does it have anything on it? Kind of feels like lead. It's heavy like lead. I don't think it's a wheel weight. I think wheel weights would be bigger than that. I could be wrong. It might be a little wheel weight. I don't know. I don't see any design on it, so piece of lead. Kind of interesting, I guess. Ooh. Rocky says the blab is half the appeal. Paul Tab says it's the blab that brings me back. Blabbing is preferred. I appreciate you guys. Jerry says, how do you live stream this? Is that your phone that you record with? Honestly, I use my GoPro to live stream, but it's kind of a pain in the rear, to be honest with you. I've been like trial and erroring this for a long time, and some days it works, some days it doesn't. Most of the time you need to have absolutely amazing connection to be able to do so, but I've also live streamed a couple times from my phone and it does work. .45 right there. Oh, we'll just set my coil down on an even higher one. A little bit softer over here. Still got roots though. Come on with the roots. Yep, hot mess, you're right. Those pull tabs could always be a golden ring. That's what keeps me digging them. What is this? There's a better one over there. This one's 45. It's probably, I don't think it's a pull tab. It might be can slaw. Or the golden ring. I mean, can't discount it, I guess. When you least expect it, it will come out. Nope, pull tab. Whee! Pull tab. Bob says, yeah, I know when I start out digging everything, but most of the places I'm digging, it gets so repetitive. Yeah, that's kind of my thought process too, Bob, is like, I'll try to dig out a lot of those potential gold signals for a little while, but sometimes the areas that you're hunting, it seems like there's just no end to those. So you have the ability, you know, what do? Do you power through and have very low odds to dig out gold and just keep digging out those pull tabs and can slaw? Or do you go for like some of those more odd signals? It's always a choice that you have, and it's kind of a hard choice to make. Silver pull tab, silver charm. That's probably a Milwaukee right there. She sounds incredibly loud. Holy moly. I think that's almost what they call an overload tone. Let's see if it's something big or if I'm just out of my mind. I think it's something big. Please be a silver bangle bracelet and not a bottom of a can. No! I don't think it's old Milwaukee at least, but surely a piece of a can. Some junk. I'm making my way to this far end of the field now. I don't know if we're gonna find anything over here. Never been over here before though, so just skipped over the gold ring right there. Mike says, get him, T.O. Thanks, Mike. Check out what we got over here. somebody's been being naughty in the field. Who tore up the field? I'm calling the police. I'm calling the sheriff on you. Dang, they tore it up right here though, huh? It would take a metal detector a long time to tear up a field this much, but it literally takes like a four-wheeler 3 to 5 minutes, maybe less, to do something like this. Maybe right here though, in its tracks, he left us behind his golden doubloon. This one sounds like a tank. Hopefully a nickel on this one at least. Sounds good. Nope. Not a nickel. Piece of a can. Whee! Guess you never know. Try to dig in its tire tracks for a minute. I'm gonna put this back in the case just to lower the volume a little bit. I'm next to a wall too, and that really, it echoes the signal, you know, it gets even louder. All right, I don't know how well you guys can see. You got a glare now, but lowered the volume. 51, 52. Just digging, just digging. Keeping an open mind. I'm not defeated yet. Me, but I'm not defeated yet. Still in the hole, a little deeper. Just a little bit deeper. It's almost out in the sidewall. Sounds small. Oh, it's shiny. How could you? That's a good looking piece of aluminum. It's even got writing on it. I think it's the tab. It's the pull tab piece, or it's the piece that the pull tab pushes through. It's like the tongue of the can. Bob said feeling good about this one. Me too, Bob. It looked good for a split second. Dang it. There's a little bit of a trail we can go through over here. This brings us out to the other field, which I've had better luck in. Listen to this. This sounds like maybe a spill of something? I don't know. Sounds interesting. Come on. Please lose your gold chain right here. Nope. Sounded like it was on top. Sounds like there's something on top here, but oh, something small. Please. Ah, a little circular thing. Who knows what? I don't know. Circular mabobber. Oh, it might be a quarter. Maybe a quarter. Yeah, I've never made my way over here, so I don't know. Oh, look at that, popped right out into my hand. Don't get no easier than that. Another quarter, dude. Quarters for days. ToeJam says, so the GoPro has the ability to live stream straight to YouTube, or do you have to use your phone, laptop also? You have to use your phone too. You have to use like an app on your phone. Silver quarter, copper quarter. Sean says it's finally above the teens here in Massachusetts, waiting for the snow to melt to get back out. Hopefully the snow melts quick for you. I mean, hey, this guy cleared out the grass right here at least so we can dig. Rocky says, what year? It's a 1987, Rocky. I bet these are a bunch of like those little circular pieces that I just dug out. Let me see. We'll dig out one more to make sure. It's like there's a spill of those little circular things. They might be beads. Yeah, there's another one right there. A bunch of these little circle things. I guess they could be beads. Circle counts as a ring. Toe Jam asks, what's the app called? It's called GoPro Quick, I think. It's called the Quick app. Oh yeah, look, there is. That one was right on top. Somebody's little bracelet broke right there. That one's got some little diamonds in it. Little beads over here. Not quite jewelry, but close to jewelry. It's got some diamonds in it. Could be in a little spot right here. I mean, I wouldn't think, like, check this little spot out. But I did say right there, there's like a little pathway that leads over into the other field. So this could be a decent little area right here. I don't think I want to dig out all these beads though. Would you guys dig all these out? Like, I'm pretty sure these are beads. I'll dig one more of them out just to see. But it's not precious. If it was like a silver bead, I would be more likely to dig it out. But with all these little small things, it's a challenge. And when it's literally just a little junk bead, sometimes I'm just thinking, save your time. Sure, there's nothing else unique though. Yep, there's another one. Just another little bead. Zero says you should check the pathway. David says they might be silver. You're right, they might be. It looks kind of chintzy to me. I don't know. Gold doubloon signals. Yeah, I'll go check out the pathway here in a second. Let's check out this area though. Seems like there's some signals. That sounds clean. Yep. I swung over it too many times. Started to get scratchy. Close to the top on this one. Ooh! That might be another bead actually. Yeah, it is. Dang it. Just another bead. It's got little diamonds in it though, but I know they're not real diamonds. It's little blingy blingies. That was our signal though. That one sounded good. Yeah, wow, that bead sounded amazing. Sounds pretty horrible. I'm gonna give it a shot. This dirt over here is nice at least. Plugs pop easy. Squeaker. Where'd it just go? Oh, it's another one. I can't get away from these beads. Somebody's bracelet went flying. Another little bead. Okay, okay. Strong on the small stuff. Get me away from these beads. Yeah, Detecting Blaine says need to get a mortgage for the GoPro. Or wait, you're not in the US though, are you, Blaine? The prices might be different.
I used the GoPro Hero 7 Black, the GoPro Hero 7 for a long time. I recently just upgraded to the 12. Because when you stream on the GoPro Hero 7, it only lets you stream in 720p. But I think if you get a slightly newer model, they allow you to stream in 1080. So I think that's what I should be streaming in right now, is 1080p. Even though it's still kind of like, it's not that good of quality, obviously. I like the GoPro more than anything because of the stability and the field of view it gives you. I've tried to stream on the phone and it just zooms in too much. And it's like really, it's shaky. It's incredibly shaky. Oh, Julie. Oh, Cliff. Thank you, Cliff. Cliff gifted 1 membership. Thanks for that, Cliff. Julie got that one. Hopefully you weren't trying to give yourself a membership, Cliff, and you misclicked. Thank you for that, Cliff. Nice, Julie. Now you can drop some poll tabs in the chat. Appreciate you, Cliff. Hey, we're on the prowl today, though. I'm in that metal detecting mood, you know what I mean? What's that? Some slaw. Yeah, I think it's a pull tab. Detecting says yes in Canada, and there's 15% sales tax. Yeah. Some garbage. Thanks for that, Cliff. Yeah, Julie, well deserved too. Alright, we're gonna head into this little nook right here. Hopefully my connection doesn't fail, but this is like a little pathway that leads between the 2 fields. Very scratchy though. I don't know. A lot of these signals got me questioning my decisions up to this point. Still no, or no, we've gotten 1 piece of jewelry. That little pin. I was gonna say, still no jewelry? Oh no. Don't tell me it's the Milwaukee. Oh, we're in luck. Not today. It's a blue variety instead. That can't be the Milwaukee. It's got to be something different. Put that thing in there. All right. Oh, snap. Yo, thanks for that. Kiss some frogs, dude. He says there is a shovel sharpener on Amazon. Sharpal 103 all-in-one garden tool sharpener. 20 bucks. No more excuses. All right, I gotta remember that. I gotta purchase one of those now. Shovel sharpener on Amazon. Sharpal 103. Appreciate you, man. No excuse. I gotta place an order when I get home, huh? Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I could have just ordered like a $50, you know, they have those nice, what's that really nice hand digger tool? It's not the whites, it's the, what brand is that? Freaking, I'm thinking of it. It's the really nice Lesh, the Lesh hand digger tool, but that thing's like 50 bucks. Like, I can't really justify spending $50 on a hand digger tool when the one that I have is basically working just fine, you know? So I feel like this generic hand digger tool with a little bit of love, he's still got some years left in him. I mean, this thing is surprisingly good quality for what it is. Now we're in some real sugar sand. Oh, the fence wire, please, no. Yeah, check out this little pathway right here. I don't know if we'll find anything, but... Oh yeah, Zero says YouTube keeps 1/3 of that. I'm not sure exactly like the cut, but that is true. It kind of sucks. But I guess you gotta share, you know. They give me the ability to upload my videos and like to even take like super chats, so I can't really complain, but it does kind of suck. Detecting Blaine says, chest or head cam are you using? Tracks the video perfectly. I'm using a chest mount, but it's also something that I've kind of worked on. I have like a couple attachments for my chest mount to give me what I think is a slightly better visual. I do have, I put this on recently too, which I really like. It's like a quick release mount, so I don't have to take my chest mount off. I can just take the camera off every now and again. It's nice to be able to free up the camera to get like a couple, you know, a couple different visuals. But anyways, 7880 right there, 78 scratchy. These ones are sounding pretty sketchy. It looks like actually there's some like burnt leaves, some charcoal in there. Oh yeah, this is trash over here, I think. Fence wires for days. Yeah, because when I used to use my chest mount, like I'm sure you guys, some of you have been around the channel for a while. When I bend down like this, it used to be like this. Like this is what you would see when I used to bend down, right? But let's try to fix that now. Now you should get like an overall decent visual, so when I at least go down on the signal, you're not getting a full-on crotch shot, you know? But I have gotten some comments too about the placement of my hand digger tool. I think I'm gonna have to actually maybe think about moving it. I consistently get like requests to move my hand digger tool from the location that it's in. Some people out there have kind of a dirty mind, I guess you could say. All right, if this is another piece of fence wire, we're off back into the field. I don't really like this spot too good. Hand digger. I don't know. It might depend on the amount of rocks that you've got. Fence wire. All right, let's get out of here. What's up, Suzanne? Let's go back to the little four-wheeler pit. Yeah, Detecting Blaine says, digger faster in the front, hate grabbing from my side. It's like I don't do it on purpose, it just falls the most comfortably right there. She just falls the most comfortably. It could be worth investigating. Let's try to put it in coin deep and see if it pops the signal a little bit better. Coin deep. No other settings changed. It's not giving me an ID on it. Kind of want to see what it is though. Let me just see. I'm not committing fully to this. Feel out the ground. It's not too soft here, honestly. There's a root. Try to pop the plug, it doesn't want to pop. I can tell I'm getting a little bit more picky here. Just chill, relax. Let's try gold again. Ooh, fine gold. Go with gold. Goldfield program, 95 sensitivity, 2.5 reactivity. 74 kilohertz. Let's turn this frequency down a little bit.
Sorry if I'm boring you guys to sleep. 31, 14 kilohertz, I like it. And then actually you have a couple fine adjustments. So with the high frequency elliptical coil, you have 14 kilohertz, 31 kilohertz, and 74. But then you have some fine adjustments. So you have 74 kilohertz, right? Then you can pump it up even higher, 76.1, 78, and I think you can go up to 80 kilohertz with this metal detector. If you're on the hunt for gold nuggets or aluminum foil, 80 kilohertz is the frequency for you. But let's just go back to a casual frequency, I think. Bob Eulalie says, I'm missing my nap. Bob! Uh-oh, Knight says, dude, I want to see the 440. Sorry if I'm upsetting you, Knight. That's a freaking 20. Why am I digging out a 20? I don't even know. Is it a sprinkler head? It could be. I don't think it is. You swinging your 440 around, Knight? You have any luck recently with the 440? 440 is a good machine. I'm not arguing that it's not. I just haven't really felt like swinging the 440, you know? It's iron? I think it's iron. Knight's getting sick and tired of this. He says, bring out the 440. Oh yeah, I did actually. I brought out the 440 a couple days ago and I tried to make a video with it. I mentioned it earlier. Sometimes when I bring detectors out, I don't always get a video. Sometimes I just don't find enough stuff, or I don't know. Sometimes just the videos don't work out, you know? Pull tab. Freaking pull tab. Goldfield program is pretty zippy on this detector. Sounds literally like a zipper pull. Jerry says, I got the Vanquish 2, love seeing it. Knight says, found a few old coins and a junk ring. Heck yeah, Knight. Where have you been hunting with your Vanquish at, Knight? Like older areas or modern parks? The beach? Where have you been swinging that thing at? I really like the Vanquish at the beach. The Vanquish is like my favorite out at the beach. Or even in like a clean field like this where there's not too many signals right next to each other. I really like the Vanquish out here too. Not too long ago actually, I found a couple pieces of jewelry with the Vanquish. I don't know if you caught that video, Knight. I found like a little silver Mickey Mouse head. Forget even what else I found that day, but I found a couple pieces of jewelry I remember with the Vanquish. Vanquish works good though. The Vanquish is like, I feel like the Vanquish basically has almost the same performance as like a Equinox 600. Just kind of a simplified version of an Equinox. All right, we're meandering back into the middle of the field. Knight says beach and Cornwall, dude. Cornwall? Is that England? I'm probably totally wrong. Beach and Cornwall. Jerry's asking, what kind of depth do you keep it on? Are you asking about the Vanquish? For me, I like running the Vanquish as basically as hot as I can get it. I usually say two bars down from the top is like my go-to. So 2 bars down from maximum sensitivity. All right, I'm blabbing. We ain't getting many signals out here. Meandering towards the middle of the field again.
Yeah, Esteban, that is true. The Vanquish is only a 3-tone detector. That's kind of one of the downfalls. At least the Vanquish 440. I think the 540 might be a 5-tone machine. Come on, let's get a screamer. Julie says, oh no, my headset's gonna die. Got closed captioning on here? I don't know, do I? 89.90. The gold tone sounds weird. It's probably what you'd use if you're actually looking for gold nuggets, though. The old XP-ORX. Any of you guys got any gold fields around you? You want to invite me out? Give this thing a debut on a literal gold field? You can look for some golden nuggets. Not too deep on this one. What is this? It's a piece to a cleat. First one of these I found out here, I think. It's a little screw-in piece to the bottom of a cleat. I was finding a lot of these in the other field, but haven't found too many of these over here. Yeah, Jerry says I have the 540. It is 5-tone. I've always had good luck with my Vanquish. I don't know why. Works good. Found a couple pieces of gold actually with my Vanquish. I think I found my first beach gold with my Vanquish. And it was small too. Closed captioning, beep, beep, beep. Bob says the 540 has 5 tones. I think the 440 is 4. I'm not sure, 3 or 4 on the 440. Got your iron tone, you got your foil tone. And then do you have a tone in between your foil tone and your high tone? I forget. True reactivity. Interesting tone, interesting. Please just give us something. There. We're getting into the common finds. This is one of those ball inflators. Find many of these out here. Schrader valve, I think. The screw-in bit without the needle on it. Haven't found any pencil erasers out here today, nor zipper pulls. Wee Wee Jones says nice dark soil there. Esteban, yeah, I still got to get out with the Deus 2 more. He wants to see another video using the Deus 2 with the XY screen. It's definitely an interesting concept. The Deus 2 has like this squiggly line that you can use instead of target ID to possibly help you identify the shape of an item under the ground. I haven't experimented with it too much, but it does seem like an interesting setting. So instead of, you know, usually you get a solid ID on a coin or something, it'll give you a line. Some iron down there. Yeah, Knight, I agree with you. Vanquish series are underrated. And I think now that the Xterra Pro came out, the Vanquish is kind of forgotten. You know? I think the Vanquish 440 versus the Xterra Pro, in some instances, the Vanquish 440 will still come out on top. But obviously, if you try to take it in the water or on a rainy day, you know, the Xterra Pro wins in that scenario. But the Xterra Pro is only a single frequency machine, while the Vanquish series is multi-frequency. I think it runs up to 40 kilohertz. So Oh snap, look at this. Oh, this must be a dog's hole or something. I thought this was a tortoise hole. One of you guys been out here digging a huge hole? Yep, this is a dog hole. I see dog prints. Somebody's gonna break their ankle out here, dude. That is not for me. I don't even think I could dig a hole that deep with my hand digger tool. I thought at first it was a tortoise hole, but it's not. It's a dog's hole. Fill it in a little bit, I guess. I don't have all day to be filling in other man's holes. Better not think that's for me though, too. Sometimes I'm afraid of that. Like, are they gonna think this hole is from me? Because it ain't from freaking me. This thing is a crater. What's up, Wayne? Jeez. All right, slightly better, I guess. Yeah, they're gonna come out here raging at me. What are you doing leaving your holes open? Whee! Ma'am, you obviously have not been paying attention to me. You're making assumptions here. Please, stand back. I got a pouch full of pull tabs and I'm not afraid to use them. I got some sharp can slaw in this pouch. Stand back. Yeah, Esteban, that is true actually. Vanquish 440 costs more than the Xterra Pro. New, you are right about that. Vanquish 440 I think is $299 and the Xterra Pro maybe is $269. I personally got my Vanquish 440 used online for $189, so I paid, you know, a little bit better for it. But yeah, features wise, you definitely get more with the Xterra Pro because you have different tone sets, you know, you got different selectable frequencies. It's a waterproof machine. But then with the Vanquish, you got multi-frequency, which is good on its own. What's up, Al? He says, you just starting? Metal detecting or live streaming? To both questions, no, not really. I've been metal detecting for a couple years and I'm live streaming at least for a couple hours today. Is my coil dead? Not yet, not yet. Just not getting very many hits. 95 sensitivity, 2 reactivity. Should be somewhat sensitive. Show me treasure says, here comes the pug police. Yeah. They'll be running after me. Let's go back to coin fast. Here comes the wind, sorry. Coin fast. Probably been going like 2 hours on the live stream today. Some nice soft sugar sand right here. Florida snow. No. Oh, clearly Canadian. I thought it said celery Canadian. Which one of you Canadians been out here throwing your twist tops in our American soil? I'm coming after you. Gopher? Clearly Canadian. Hey, no problem, Al. My live streams are kind of spontaneous, so you don't have to apologize that you're late. I'm sorry for not scheduling it, you know, in advance. Detecting Blaine says, you jinxed me with the tomatoes, making a lasagna while I watch, and I have no tomato paste. Blaine, why? No ID on that one. I'm just listening for a honking gold ring at this point. That's all I want. Yeah, show me treasures has gotta love that celery beer. There's a squeaker. Thought I heard something. She's just a little peeper, you know? Just a little squeaker. Silver ring, please. I find an astronomical amount of coins, but why don't I seem to find silver rings like other men and women? The silver rings just don't come too often for me. I pull out plenty of modern coins, plenty of dimes, plenty of quarters. Seems like they just don't want to drop their ring. They just like dropping their coins instead. I think that one's a Roosevelt dime. Too dirty to identify, but it's got the reeded edge on it. Yep, it's a dime. That's what they call it, right? The reeded edge? Or am I mistaken? Actually surprised this coil has lasted quite a while on its last bar. I've been down to a really low battery for a while here. It's kind of crispy. Zero says tomato paste in a lasagna? Coin. I think it's a zinc. Yep, stinking zinc. Hey, Gophers is clearly celery. Gopher says he only found 2 silver rings in 2023. I mean, I found like a few also. I found a couple silver rings like in a little clump out here, right next to a soccer net. They were like ultra chintzy, but silver, I guess. Can't complain. Squeaker, give me some jewelry. Come on, Bob. The heck is this? Oh, coin. Circular item. Another Roosevelt dime. Woo! What's Bob saying? He says, you can use catsup if you are a heathen. Yeah, David, right? People are getting stingy on losing their jewelry. Seems like they're still okay with losing their coins, but where's your jewelry at? Where's the gold doubloon hanging from the bezel on a gold chain? It's probably in my dreams. Is that too much to ask? Just a gold Spanish doubloon, you know, hanging from a gold chain? Yeah, that's actually a lot to ask for. I keep open-minded though. The possibility's there. It's small, but any one of us could, in theory, find a gold doubloon. Even if you're not hunting, you know, on the Treasure Coast. Little Johnny boy took in the gold doubloon to show and tell. Took it right out of Grandpa Jack's coin collection. It's another Roosevelt dime right there. Believe it or not, it's a dime. 10 cents. Closer to the gold doubloon. This field just doesn't produce as much jewelry, because there's a field on the opposite side of this park that, like, I've pulled a lot of coins out, but it seems like I pulled out a decent amount of jewelry too, whereas this field I've hunted a couple times and I pulled a lot of coins, a lot of pull tabs, but the amount of jewelry is just low. I don't know, you know, what makes the difference. I guess it's just luck mostly. Or maybe this field just isn't quite as used as the other one, maybe. Show Me says, oh man, I wish it was that easy to dig in Missouri. The pops just pop out just dumb nice, huh? Sugar sand is just... It's almost like digging like in the dry sand at the beach, you know? This one's a nickel. Reading a 6263. Holy smokes, Dennis. He says I found 8 silver rings in 2023. 2 in the same hole. Okay, 2 in the same hole. I thought you were going to say you found 8 silver rings in the same hole. That one's definitely a Jefferson nickel. Can't see anything on it. Trust me. It's a nickel. Julie says you can use spaghetti sauce. Bobby Lily says I got you for pull tabs. Airplane pretzels have been unlocked. Boiled peanuts, yeah, something like that, right? McDonald's has been unlocked. So that one's not really giving me an ID. Popping an ID every once in a while, but sounds high. Sugar sand is just dumb. But it's kind of crazy how this field changes, because just on the other side of the field it was that really like dark dense stuff, you know, that black dense soil, whereas over here it's just a white sugar sand. It's a penny. Yeah, Bob Eulalie. Convenience store hot dog has been unlocked. Can of raviolis has been unlocked. SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, 0. Pull tab or a nickel? Or the gold doubloon? I never like when it goes up to 64. Probably pull tab. Sugar sand is just sweet. Yep, pull tab. 64 never fails. Bob Eulalie says ravioli. I know you're kidding, 0. Little controversy in the house. Nickel plated pull tab, says Bob. I like that guess. I don't know, Bab. I guess this battery's actually got some juice in it. It's still alive. I don't know if you can see on the screen. I got about 75%. And then if you can see the coil flashing there, that's my control box. I got about 75% battery left, and that's my coil. It's flashing. It has it looks like it has no charge left in it. Still beeping though. Yeah, David. Oh, David's adding to the controversy. He says the problem is having to dig 6 feet down every find. Yeah, there's probably a couple rings in there. Just you have to get rid of the bone that's still attached. This is a good beep stick though. I like to call it that. It's just when you feel like just not caring too much about the ID, a machine like this is nice. I mean, you can do that with any machine, you know, even with the Legend or the Equinox, you can not pay attention to the ID, but here comes the wind. Another coin right there. It's getting a little bit chilly out here. Getting a little bit chilly. Roosevelt dime. Probably actually up to a couple bucks in clad today, maybe like $3 in clad. Feel like we found at least $2 in quarters and around 10 dimes, so not too bad. I want a ring though. I want a ring. I don't even care if it's precious. It can be crusty. It can be iron. I want some type of a ring. I gotta get back to the beach though. I feel like beaches are just, when it comes to jewelry, beaches are the place to be. But when it comes to coins, like, you can find so many coins in modern parks. And you can find jewelry too, but I feel like you're kind of more likely to find jewelry at the beach than you are at the park. It's kind of my thought process. There's more reasons why people lose jewelry at the beach. Whereas like the park, it's just kind of It's more of a luck thing, I think. You know, when people get in the ocean with a ring on their finger, their fingers literally shrink, you know? It sounds different. And even at the beach, people are more likely to take their jewelry off and like put it up in a towel to try not to lose it. The park is just kind of the luck of the draw. The beach is that way too, but Wayne says it's raining here in Cali. Yeah, Chill says agreed on beaches, but something about parks, man. For me, parks just, they give me more to dig. There's always something out here, you know? And I find occasionally some good stuff at parks. It's just they're harder to get through the trash, I think. Holes are harder to dig in a lot of cases. The beach, you can kind of just make a mess and it doesn't matter because you put the sand right back where it was, you know? Pull tab. But yeah, the parks kind of always have something interesting. Owl says, I'm investigating a huge new permission this weekend. It's a plantation site related to the Yamasee War. Sorry if I mispronounced that. If it turns out well, I'll invite you to come up to SC for a hunt. South Carolina, huh? Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, Blaine, I have a park near me with a splash pad. That's not a bad spot to look. David, yeah, you never know, says he checked out the girl walking by and she threw the ring and stormed off. You just never know why things get lost. Another quarter right there. Like in a lot of instances, I've looked up before, like when I found rings at the beach that have had engravings on the inside of them. I've looked up on websites, you know, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp and whatnot, to see if anyone has posted that they lost a ring, but I never really see anybody post that they lose a ring at the beach. It's always like they lost it in like a parking lot, you know, at a Publix or like at a Walgreens, at a CVS. So people can lose stuff anywhere, you know? Like sometimes the least expected place you would think that there would be something, there's something. So you just never know. I'm still kind of blabbing, you know, but thinking out loud is really what I like to call it. Thinking out loud. Another quarter. Toe jam, I have only found like 3 silver coins in my time metal detecting, so I very rarely find silver coins, to be honest with you. But the areas I hunt aren't known to be the oldest either. If I spent more time on, you know, old ground, I think I would have more of a chance at finding some silver coins. And I'm not much of a cherry picker either, I think, which could contribute to my lack of silver. I dig up a lot of questionable signals. But that's what I attribute my gold finds to, is keeping an open mind to the bad signals under the ground. Like, to be completely honest with you, that's how I feel like I found my gold. It wasn't because I learned a metal detector up to a point and I just knew that that was gold under the hole. It was still a little bit of like a process. You gotta know what gold can be. And then I guess you just kind of go from there. Oh, I have 2% battery left. What do I do? Let's get this one out. 2% battery remaining. It's right here. There it is. Another coin. Toasted. Alright, so I think honestly, instead of doing a battery swap, I caught it at 2%, so I'm ready to go get something to drink, blow my nose. I'm at 1% battery now.
you guys enjoyed the video. Sincerely, I gotta cut you off quick, but uh-oh, did my connection just get lost now? Anyways, yeah, kiss some frogs, you're right. Says the detector looks nice, but I don't know about having to manage 2 pieces and forget to charge. Yeah, it can be a little bit of an inconvenience, but appreciate you hanging out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that little metal detecting session. Been live for a couple hours, so not too bad. Dirtied up our hands a good amount. So, hey Gary, nice to see you, man. Says, get it, Austin.